Square-Eyed Jack is back, you little bastards, and I'm in a real sour mood. Nah, I'm just kidding with you guys. To be honest, I have really mellowed out lately. So I thought now would be the perfect opportunity to vibe with Klonoa, Daughter Phantomile. I've heard so many excellent things about this game over the years, so I've been waiting eagerly to finally try it for myself. The term hidden gem is thrown around a lot with this one, but let's be real, everyone sings the praises of this game, so it's hardly forgotten about or underappreciated in this day and age. But you know me, I'm here to call out the overly positive and criticise a lack of criticism. So, let's pop this bugger in and see what all the fuss is about. Developed by Namco and released in Japan in 1997 and around the world the following year, Klonoa Daughter Phantomile was a sleeper hit in the Western world, which explains the high prices it commands over 20 years later. Not to fret though, loyal Patreon backers who helped to pay my bills, because this copy in my hand was found by my friend Lake for a whopping $4 Australian. Cheers mate, love ya. It's always a gamble to make such an investment on retro games because a common trend that I've noticed anyway is that the more expensive something is, the more likely it is to suck major arse, which then leads to trying to justify your insane purchases. So because we got this for such a steal, we can lay those expectations to rest and go in 100% neutral for what I hope is a positive outcome. The game stars Klonoa, who is just the most delightful dog-rabbit hybrid little dude along with his best friend Hugh, who love to frolic around the meadows and be all adorable and shit, when one day something crash lands atop Bell Hill and so the duo set off on a new adventure. Out of the gate, I have to comment on the presentation here because, oh my god, why is everything so heckin' precious? Klonoa and Hugh-Pow's designs are fabulous and fit the theme of dreamlike wonder and imagination. But even the enemies have these big glowing puppy dog eyes. Like, dude, how is anything supposed to be threatening here? I just want to give everyone a big squeeze because I love them. Environments are also gorgeous, blending 2D and 3D elements into that distinct PS1 era style, and the music is just, man, it's so good. It's so bouncy and just a pure delight for your ear holes, which matches the gameplay perfectly. Klonoa can't do a whole lot, only jump and flap his ears for some extra distance, but alongside Hugh-Pow, the two make an excellent team by unlocking several crucial abilities, grabbing onto enemies and throwing them to attack, using inflated enemies to jump up to higher ledges, and thanks to the 2.5D perspective, even interact with background and foreground objects. This is a genre of platformer that also includes games like Pandemonium 1 and 2, Spider the video game, and another rare and expensive set of games in the Tombi series. Now, I've dabbled with several of these games in the past in the mindset of potentially covering them here on the channel. And you know what? It's never happened. I just struggle to get into them. I love them artistically and from a gameplay perspective, as levels circle around and pathways split, making you feel like you're actually on an adventure. Jack can't get enough of that when it appears in games. But for as cool as the gimmick is, it typically comes with its flaws that just ruin it for me, such as the awkward camera angles you get in 2.5D games. So I'm glad to report that there are no dramas like that present here, so far anyway. and I'm just having so much fun prancing through the different villages of each land and interacting with the cartoonish and expressive locals. Thankfully it's not too disruptive, and it all helps to expand upon the rich lore and backstory as we continue on our adventure through a variety of different backdrops. The Wind Village, the anti-gravity waterfalls and river towns, dried up dying forests, elaborate temples and caves, each with their own unique attributes and introducing more and more to our moveset as we play through. Moving platforms, gusts of wind that carry you upwards, mechanical switches, and the different enemy types are certainly a highlight for me. We've got helicopter lads that help us reach high places, little bomb fellas that rain down masses of explosions, and both tiny and not so tiny mates with armor and shields that you need to break down before you can attack. And they are all somehow evolving to higher levels of cute factor. Like how? This game is such an assault of heavenly, delectable visuals, it almost makes me want to vom all over the room. Daughter Phantomile is so disgustingly adorable. And I'm a big burly man bloke, so I don't think anything is cute. Cute stuff is for girls and rainbow people. I like my games gritty, gross, and washed in as many tones of grey as humanly possible, where the only goal is to lay down hellfire to an entire population. Yeah, those are the games big strong boys like me play. None of this sissy shit. Oh, but he's such a precious little friend. Oh, I love him. Atop Bell Hill, we're introduced to Guardius, the Dark Spirit, who desires to warp the land into a world of nightmares along with the help of his minion Joker. So they kidnap the legendary idol of the land, Laphise, as they plan to access the Moon Kingdom, which they need to do in order to complete their plan, I think. Listen, this story is like a fever dream, but thankfully, there is a lot of backstory to be found inside of the game's manual, along with the history of all of our friends and foes. There is even a 2-page spread of all the cute little enemies and their cute names, goddammit. Moos, T-Pons, Boomies, and Mew Mews. Why the fuck are they all so cute? I'm sorry, my brain just can't comprehend. It makes me feel guilty for picking up, slamming, and just fair chucking the fucking things all over the damn place. Peter is gonna be on my ass for playing this game. As the levels progress, your ability to navigate the increasing challenge through Klonoa's core abilities becomes an essential tool to learn. Things start off slow with single function maneuvers that get the job done, but it doesn't take long before you need to start stringing these moves together. Jumping off of an enemy to quickly grab another enemy and then jump off of them to reach another item off in the distance you need to throw somebody else into. The level layouts and methods of traversal are all just so creative, and it's a satisfying learning curve to get good at each of the different moves and know when to use certain abilities to your advantage. One thing I really wish Klonoa could do though was grab onto ledges. That seems like a bit of an oversight to me, but I also wonder if that would nerf the challenge present here. The game is by no means difficult and extra lives are aplenty, but there are times when I feel like a ledge grab would have saved me in some more complex areas. Having said that, however, most of the times I'm looking for a ledge grab is due to how slippery things can get. Moving Klonoa is 9 times out of 10 perfectly fine. It's just that the build-up of momentum while moving makes it easy to mistime yourself and slip off the edge of a pixel and fall to your doom. It can be especially nerve-wracking in the heavier platform sections where you just don't have a lot of room or time for precise actions. But this is really my only complaint. Sure, there are moments when the camera angle is obstructive and the depth perception when aiming to throw objects into the background or foreground gets in the way of otherwise excellent set pieces within the game. However, I find that these awkward moments are incredibly rare for a game in the 2.5D genre, compared with some of the other titles I've already mentioned. So it is noticeable, but far from a game-breaking issue. Considering my prior history with the genre, I'm quite shocked at how much I'm enjoying playing Daughter Phantomile. Everything here just keeps pulling me in and engaging my senses so much that I can forgive these minor grievances. What is this? A positive Square-Eyed Jack review? Damn. I really have mellowed out. Surely there's something here that I can have a moan about. After every few levels, Klonoa has to face a new boss, and I will say, the bosses are incredibly easy. It's usually a matter of simply avoiding attacks until an opening becomes clear to throw an enemy into them, then rinse and repeat. But I don't mind that honestly, as most are at least memorable. Very notable is the colourful snake butterfly thing where Klonoa is on a swing, moving in and out of the screen, where timing is essential to land hits. Against Pamela the fish on the other hand, it's mostly memorable for the awkward depth perception while trying to throw objects that has stuck with me the most. And even despite that, these fights are still so damn easy. Boss battles should be a spike in excitement and challenge that tests the player on what they've learned so far, but the entire game is presented as a very simplistic, low-energy, kid-friendly game in so many ways, which I think makes the simpler boss fights passable. And they're all incredibly unique, with Joker's fight definitely being the star both for challenge and spectacle. Tell me though, why does he have a solid gold cock? At the end of each level we get a little map screen showing the different lands, and if you manage to find and rescue all 6 villagers within the level, this happens. Damn. I don't really know what's happening here, but my god, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I'm just loving this entire game with its fun, innovative gameplay ideas, great level structure, and presentation with full motion video cutscenes sprinkled in to add to that 5th gen charm, and the variety of story beats that hit constantly and actually manage to take you on a wild ride of different emotions. Seriously, I still don't fully know what's going on with some of the characters, but I'd be lying to deny that there are some gut-wrenching moments throughout the later stages. And these later levels are where the challenge peaks with the most complex puzzle platforming and the biggest levels of the entire game. And it comes as a surprise to actually feel genuinely terrified of enemies. There is one level with a light and dark world transition, where enemies can't be harmed while inside of the dark world. That shit is scary, dude, and totally unexpected. It doesn't take long before the Moon Castle is awakened by Guardius and we move into the final stretch of the game. This place is a gauntlet of incredible tests of everything you've learned so far that feels like a worthy, epic finale to this adventure. And when we reach the top, it's time to face the Master of Nightmares himself in a very trippy battle. This spinning platform makes it tricky to grab onto projectiles to throw at him, and you've got to watch out for those wormholes as they'll warp you to a different dimension where the big guy is invulnerable. Despite all of that though, he's still not much of a threat. That is until after Guardius is defeated, his severed fucking head awakens Nahatum, the giant nightmare plague, and now we move into the final battle of the game. Stage 1, we need to avoid his attacks while passing off ammunition to each of the friends we've made throughout our journey. In Stage 2, we get sucked off inside of the beast and have to do more of the same on this seesaw platform that kinda makes me feel a bit sick looking at all of this movement on screen. Then, one last time, we hand off some more ammunition while avoiding the most devastating attacks, and just like that, the dark creatures of the Nightmare Realm are shattered and Laphise is rescued. The big shock coming out of this game is the surprisingly emotional moments on top of what is an otherwise phenomenal experience throughout, but the dramatic conclusion just bookends everything so perfectly and leaves me wanting so much more. And if you've been around this channel long enough, then you understand that that is some high praise from me. Klonoa, daughter Phantomile, gets 8 out of 10. You know, I'm stunned that I enjoyed this game as much as I did, but what can I say? This one, in my opinion, definitely lives up to the hype. Stunning execution with its level design and gameplay mechanics, immaculate presentation, and an overall beautiful work of art. The biggest letdown for me is simply how brief the entire game was, with only 12 levels in total. I managed to beat the entire thing 100% in a single 5-hour sitting. Short and sweet, as they say. However, if you manage to rescue all 72 villagers across the land, then you gain access to an extra bonus vision, Balu's Tower. And suddenly, this kiddie game transforms into a masochist's nightmare. I guess Guardius was successful after all, because this is the true realm of darkness. This extra stage is a rush through an onslaught of the absolute hardest obstacles that push Klonoa's moveset to the brink of insanity, and I cannot, with all of my ability, complete this fucking level, god damn it! Oh, come on, just get up there! Get up there! You little bastard! Get up there! Ugh. God, I hate this! I hate this! Come on, just get over there! What are you doing? Come on, Jack, you can do this! Be a man! Ugh, you bastard! Ugh, fuck! Just get all this shit out of my way! Come the fuck on already! How the fuck am I meant to... What was that? He slipped! He slipped! Come on! Fuck! So, why he keeps slipping off the edge, you little Klonoa cunt! Alright, Jack, you've got this, come on. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on, yes! Oh, I finally did it, fuck. Come on. Oh, you little bastard! Come on, you're almost there. Come on. Oh! Fiddlesticks! Oh, what are you doing? Come on! You little fucking bastard! I hate you! Fuck! Hate this fucking shit! Well, so much for my mellow motherfucking mood! But, at least I got through this damn stage. Man, this reward better be worth it. Oh man, this poor dude just got friend-zoned bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Despite its muted reception upon release, there was still a vast ocean of Klonoa-related media to come following this game, including sequels, portable titles, sports spin-offs, and even a remake of Daughter Phantomile released on the Nintendo Wii. All games that I hope to check out sometime in the future, but for now, I just wanted to explore the PS1 classic and dip my toes into something fun and light-hearted. So, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and remember to share this video with your friends and on social media. I'm Square-Eyed Jack, and I hope you have a great fucking day. Thanks for watching.